live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Vasiliy the Matrix Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. An all-time pound-for-pound great. And he'll be squaring off against Amir King Khan, 5'8" tall, Vasiliy Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the two-time Olympic gold.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
The fighters have got to stay focused, concentrate, don't get carried away. They're not part of the carnival. They're the action. Good luck.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Punch, counter punch. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Oh, that punch. It's all offense all the time. He misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Showing exceptional chins, by the way. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fighters can do that.
He misses with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back.
On to the third. The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself.
Oh my goodness, so that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
They continue to miss. Neither man really defending themselves. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. Punch lands. That left shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Back at it in round 4. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got stand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Missed him with that uppercut. And he fails to score with that left hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Left punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. These two are the perfect dance partners. These two fighters are made for one another. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this was the danger spot.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of...
On to the 6th round. Through the hook, didn't land. He parries that right jab away. And you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
A swing and a miss with the left hook. He blocks the right uppercut. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They're both trying for a knockout. Failing to score with that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Don't let him get back into this fight. It's so important now in this first minute. Look at him, he's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. Behind each other.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Just missed with that hook. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots. And he just missed with that left jab. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Look absolutely exhausted.
And we enter the 8th round. They've got to watch out for that uppercut. We're not seeing a lot of defense. And he misses with that jab. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fight has a real good flow to it. His jab just got blocked. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges
On top of it.
And there's the bell for round 9. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it's hit you.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He missed with that jab. Can't score with that right uppercut. He just misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. And here comes the 10th round. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Exchange here from both men. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He can't score with that uppercut. Neither man really defending themselves. His gloves up to block the left jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can...
And there's the bell to start round 11. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That right uppercut misses. Just misses with that big right hand. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Throws the jab but does not score. That left hook misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
The jab's working nice. Still 1-2 straight down. No, you can't miss him. Great work. Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Keep smart.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Misses with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So a majority decision, and you've got to wonder if we're going to see a rematch down the line.
Shows how much we know. We didn't have it like that. We thought it was a one-sided fight, but you know what? Spot on. I don't mind being wrong right now for entertainment like that. What a fight.